So now I put the camera on, Knut.
Beautiful.
And I will come to you.
Nice.
It's very nice. First of all, I will say thank you for your time, because you have been all the day in a very warm weather in the sun.
Yeah, welcome. That's
And
no problem.
this is not a very long one, but a short introduction. You are Knut Fuchs.
Yes.
And we are in Hannoversmünden in very beautiful surroundings and very warm. And here in Hannoversmünden you find the headquarters for RSV2000 and also for RSV Global, the international part of RSV. And every year we have a highlight, you can call it. We have LCC week. And it's a whole week with education every day in the half of the day, and then we train together the other half of the day. And the highlight of that highlight is the seminar with a famous person, and this year it's you.
That's beautiful.
And we are so happy to see you.
Thank you.
You are a high-level trainer, of course, and a competitor, and you are also a breeder of Malinois. And I did hear the word superstar when people are talking about you, and that's very lovely. And recently you won SASIT Germany, and you come third place in SASIT Golden League in Poland.
Yes.
So a big congrats to that.
Thank you.
Very nice. I have read, of course, your website. Could you just very short tell us who you are? You made a very nice presentation today when you started. You don't have to say all that, but how long have you been in dog sport, and why did you become, what brought you there?
Yeah, I love all my life animals, and I have a lot of animals. Now I have a lot of animals, goats and sheep and chicken.
You live in the countryside with your family?
Yeah, I live in the middle of the town.
Yes.
But this is my parents' house.
In Germany.
Where I grow up.
In Germany.
Yes, in Germany. And it is a really green place in the middle of the town. So I have the chance to have my animals and everything near my house.
Yes.
And I have a lot of place for that. And 50 meters from my house is a dog place.
Okay.
And when I was a child, with 6 years, I always walked to this club.
So you were born in this house?
It's my parents' house.
It's
yes.
lovely.
I stay
really
all of my life in this place.
Yes.
And the dog place, it's a boxer club. It's near my house. And when I was young, I go always there. I sit on the fence. I look what they do in training. And always I say to my parents, please, I want a dog. I want a dog. And when my parents say, no, it's not the right time for a dog. You're very small.
It's much work. You have to go out with it.
Yeah, and my father say on one day, okay, I know now we have not the chance, don't give you a dog, you will get a dog on one day. But the only dog what you will never have, the only breed, is a boxer.
Okay.
And then we go and look for a dog, and we look different breeds. And then on one day in the newspaper they write from a boxer breeder, we spent females from breeding for free. They are now too old for breeding.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
When you want, you can have them for free. And my parents read this, and my father start thinking, and he say, oh, this dog is for free.
Oh.
Okay, we go and look for a boxer.
That's nice.
And so
then you came home with a boxer, of course.
Yeah. So my first dog was a 7 years old boxer female out of breeding, and I have a lot of fun with her. And she died with 10 years, and then I get another boxer, and I start training in this small club with the dogs. And then on one day I have the feeling my training is not what I want. My dogs have the EGP3 and everything, but I will learn more and more. And then I have a big luck. I come to another trainer, that was Rainer Mündelein.
Yeah, I read it.
The breeder from Roten Falken.
And he meant something special to you. He opened your eyes.
He opened my eyes, and he gave me the chance to learn dog sport in a nice way. And also he gave me my first Malinois female as a puppy.
Askia,
yes.
Askia.
That was the first litter from him.
Yes.
And he say, okay, when you start with a Malinois, you can't have a male, you can only have a female. And I have a big luck. In the first litter, he have only 4 females, and one was exact the one what he think what is the right one for me. And I get her, and that was the first dog who who work with me, and I create with her a special obedience. This is a lot of luck. I have no idea from good dog sport.
Yes.
I have now a little bit help, but then
you presented a whole new style, you say, in your
yes,
website.
I create a new style, but without thinking about this. I feel it works,
yes,
and so
exactly.
it is more and more. And then on one day, Rainer Münderland say, oh, start on a bigger competition,
yes.
and I do this. And when I start on this competition and I go in and nobody knows me, and when I come out, everybody say, oh, what was this? That was amazing. We never see this before.
What was it? Was it free healing or what?
Yeah, the most important was the free healing.
Yes.
The people can see that the dog heal without toys, without food, only for have a good feeling in the healing.
The drive.
And the special what she do is she make the head up,
yeah,
not to the side.
exactly.
And that was the first dog that the people see that, and the people say, this is amazing. We
Yes.
never see this before.
No.
And then the seminar start many years ago, and they say, come to our club, teach us how you do this. But I have no program for this. I make this from a feeling. And so I started the people teaching, okay, you must do it with food.
Yes.
And then you stop the food,
and
and
you
you give a
learn
small
along the way.
correction.
Yes.
But that was not the way. And today it's a big school program
It
from
is, of
all
course.
my work, what I do.
Yes,
You have
yes.
today the seminar. And
Yes.
when we created step by step so that everybody can understand now what we can do.
I
on
have,
what we do.
I have to say, a lot of really top trainers, they do it by the stomach, but they are not that brilliant to explain. But you are very good to explain the thing. I have to say that.
I train
I
my dog.
understood what you meant.
I train my dog with my stomach.
Yes.
This is
Then you can
a
say
very
what happens.
important part when you train dogs. But to train a dog or to teach people is totally different.
Of course.
And so I work many years for a special program to have recipes, to tell the people step by step what is to do for a nice healing, for a nice sit,
Right.
for the drives. A very important part is the training in the protection with the towers of drive on the
Exactly.
foundation from
Yeah,
the
that
calmness,
was
what
very
we do
pedagogic.
today in the morning. And this is a new style from dog training in
Yeah,
a high drive, in a
Yes.
high level, but with a nice control for
Yes,
the
yes,
handlers.
Yes. You also write that when you met this man, Rainer Müller, what was his name? The man you met with?
Rainer Münderland.
Excuse me.
Rainer Münderland.
Rainer Münderland.
Yes.
You write that you understood what everything is about. You say that in your website. Do you think the IGP or Schutzhund have changed during the years? The
Of
sport?
course it have changed. When I start,
Yeah. Was it
the
more
training was full of
happy-go-lucky?
pressure.
Yeah. Yeah.
No rewards they make with the pinch. They have not the idea to train a dog in a happy way.
With a drive.
That was the first what I learned. And then it changed a little bit, and the people start and make a combination from drive, from a lot of prey drive. They build a foundation in the dog for 1 year with a lot of playing, and then after 1 year they make again a combination with pressure, but now they have on the left side the pressure and on the right side the prey and the ball drive. And so in this combination the dog starts and works more happy.
Yes.
Not super correct, but they look to the handler in healing, they make drive with the tail, they start and working together
Yeah,
with the handler.
That's lovely.
And my luck was
Intelligent.
when I start with the female, the training changed again, and Rainer Münderlein, he liked to test a lot of things, and he said to me, start with this female as a puppy and do it with food.
Yeah.
And this was a big luck.
Yes.
Nobody have an idea how we train the dog with food,
Exactly.
but then it was not the food what makes the dog happy and in a nice way. It was my feeling to the dog. I give the dog a nice feeling in the
Right.
position, and so the dog start and
calm.
learn the exercise, except the healing, is the reward.
Exactly.
And so that was a big step in the work for me and for everybody to start and teach the dogs that the exercise is the reward.
Yes. Lovely.
And so now we make it also with the drive, with prey, with aggression, with obedience and with calm. This is what I teach you today in the morning.
The fundamental.
This is again new. You learn that every tower of drive reward them by themselves. And this is super. Then you need no money, no food, no
Exactly.
ball,
No
nothing.
euros.
Then the exercise makes the dog happy, and so the dog is really open in all the drives.
Yes. We today have, as you know, in RSV2000 both German Shepherds and Malinois, and you have and have had both.
I have both breeds.
Yes. Can you shortly say what you see as the difference between the two breeds?
For me, it's a total different breed. The only
Two
what they do together is they are herding sheep, so, and this is the name.
Okay.
But the Malinois is a very active dog. It's very high from the nerves. It's a very sensitive dog, and for the Malinois, it is very important to have a lot of harmony with the handler. Yeah, the German Shepherd have a lot of drive, a lot of prey drive, a lot of aggression, and he's not. Now I don't know the word in English.
You can say it in German.
Der Malinois ist ein sehr führerbezogener
Yeah,
Hund,
they
der
are.
sehr
They
führig ist.
want to work with the handler.
Genau.
And
Es-
please,
es-
a pleaser.
Ja, genau.
Yeah.
Will to please.
Yes, will to please.
Ja. Es ist sie sind sehr hoch in den Nerven.
Now you have to speak English.
But then I have again the problem with the German Shepherd to translate this.
Okay, okay. They have problems with the nerves.
No, not problem with the
No?
nerve. I have problem with translation.
Yes, of course.
So we make it now in English, in
Yes.
German.
Yeah.
So, der Mali ist für mich ein sehr führiger Hund, ein sehr aktiver Hund, ein Hund mit sehr dünnen Nerven, der auch sehr, sehr schnell lernt.
Yeah.
Man muss sehr aufpassen, was man ihm beibringt, weil er sehr schnell auch Konflikte entwickelt. Und wenn er diese
Ja.
Konflikte hat, ist es manchmal ein Problem, die wieder wegzubekommen. Also
Exactly.
es ist ein Segen, dass sie so schnell lernen,
Yeah.
aber man muss auch sehr aufpassen,
Ja.
dass es nicht zum Fluch wird, weil sie einfach Dinge haben,
Yes.
die man nachher nicht mehr gut kontrollieren kann. Ich selber liebe das, dieses Will to Please, dieses Mitmachen wollen, in der hohen Energie und auch wirklich clever ausbilden, damit keine Fehler aufkommen. Schäferhunde haben auch viel Trieb, sie sind ein bisschen breit gefächerter von den Nerven, damit sind sie manchmal etwas weniger kooperativ, zum Beispiel in der
A
Unterordnung.
little less will to please.
Ja,
And not,
du wirst beides haben,
Ja.
bei beiden Rassen.
Ja.
Aber das ist für mich so der größte Unterschied. Ein Schäferhund hat ein paar gute Nerven, er braucht ein paar Wiederholungen mehr, er erlaubt dir einen kleinen Fehler. Der Mali ist da sehr sensibel in der Richtung.
Yes.
Oft wirkt es anders, man meint auch immer, ein Mali ist extrem nervös. In der Arbeit ist er ein bisschen hochgetunt, aber zum Beispiel im Privatleben
Yes.
sind meine Hunde sehr ausgeglichen
Ja,
und sehr,
okay.
du kannst das hier sehen, die laufen rum, die verstehen
if I
sich mit
very
anderen Hunden.
shortly say it in English, you can say that the Malinois is a very fast learner.
Very fast
And it's
learner.
very easy to make problems with that, and it's not that easy always to correct them because they keep
You must think for everything 2 times
exactly before you do.
before you
Yeah,
do it.
they are not.
Okay?
They are a
They
little
accept
less,
no mistakes.
They are a little.
That make them a little bit difficult.
Yes.
And the most
I've
problem
heard that.
is when you lose a little bit in foundation.
Yes.
Yeah, not only in the sport, in the normal life. For me, it's very important that my dogs are calm, that they can rest,
Of course.
that they have no stress, no barking in the trailer, and so I think a lot before I start with that,
Yeah.
that I have not a
Yeah.
mistake
No, I
or
can
something what
understand.
makes me
But that's also
the life strong.
that's a passion that you have to think,
Yeah.
and it makes the sport more interesting, I think.
And it makes me also fast. I
Ex-
must think
yeah,
and change
exactly.
very
You
fast.
have to follow the dog.
Yeah, you're right.
How much do you train your dog a day?
Oh, I cannot say 5 days. It is totally different. When I have no seasons, I train them not every day. But now in the season, I have my exact plan. I go 3 times in the week for trekking. I make my stadium
Yes.
training. I make my
Yes.
protection training.
Yes.
So the last 6 weeks in front of a competition or now in the season, I train a lot.
Yes.
But also I have a lot of work. I have a normal work. I'm an exterminator
And
and
you
a
have,
dog
that was
trainer.
a question. You
Oh,
are
yes.
both. I thought you
And
were.
and I have the internet shop and I have a lot of things,
Yeah.
and so I must work a lot.
Of course.
And I find my way, but I must do, for example, today we make the complete whole day the seminar.
Yeah.
And
And
now
tomorrow-
after the seminar, I start and train my dogs.
Yes, I know.
So in the competition time, I make every day something,
and then you relaxed.
and
in
then
the-
we
in
have
the
our
low
times
season,
that
of
we
course,
that
and
we
make
lose a
some
little.
fun.
But fun we make also in the season time.
Yeah, of
this
course.
is important
Go
for me.
swimming and playing.
Yeah, this is important for
and
me.
for the dog.
Yes.
I saw your dog, your competition dog Axel today. He's very happy dog.
Yeah.
It's
A clear mind, make a clear work, and the happiness with me.
You have a lot of work, and you have been going on some years now. Can you always keep the passion alive? Because I'm an ordinary, middle-level handler, and sometimes I go home and cry and say I don't want to do this anymore, and then
I love complete what I do.
Comes back next day. I have to sleep, and then it comes back, and the passion is there.
I'm crazy. I love what I do. I love the work with the dogs, and also I love to teach people. I love to train people. For me, my life is complete dog sport life.
Yes.
And
you live and
I have a lot of energy, and sometimes I think you must lose the energy on one day. You make it so many years, and with so many dogs and with so many competitions, but it is my passion in my life.
That's lovely.
And I love it.
That's lovely. Do you still get nervous when you go to a competition?
Of course.
Yeah?
I'm not afraid, but I'm nervous.
Yeah. In all three tracking, obedience, or is it one?
No.
Matthias said to Ivan Balabano that he was more nervous in tracking.
In tracking, you have not a chance to do something. In obedience and protection, it's easier. In tracking, you must let the dog go and look what he do and look for your training, and he's alone. But I cannot say I'm more nervous in tracking, and I'm in a good way nervous. I love also this feeling when you go there and you think, oh, everything is easy. This is not the feeling what I like. The competition, you must love the competition, and it is normal in the morning when I wake up. For example, in the LCC Germany, my biggest part in my work with my dog is the long distance and protection. I start with him 12 times and he fly 9 times out of the sleeve on the long distance. And so that was very bad for my result. When he fly out, all my dreams are gone. And so he's 6 years and I lost a little bit the energy for train this.
Exactly.
Why? I feel we cannot change it. And so I think it is always a lot of work, a lot of training, and then in the moment from the competition he fly out. It is very bad for me. I'm always afraid that my dog have an accident, and also it is very bad for me when I lose the points. And so when you ask me in the competition from the LCC Germany, what was my biggest moment? It was the moment when I walk from the first part in protection to the long distance, and it's funny, you can see this in the video. I walk to the long distance and I go there and my thinking is, I hope everything is nice and it works today, and I hope our training works today. And look in the video, in one moment I feel the sun in my face and it's very warm, and then I walk with my dog and I close for a moment my eyes, I make my head in the sun, and I have the feeling my parents and everybody, they are died. And so I have the feeling in this moment, it is a sign from heaven, and give me the signs, it will work now. And then I stop, I turn around, I have focus with Axel on the helper, and he make his amazing long distance from his life. It was a beautiful, beautiful moment. But when you ask me what was the biggest part in this competition, the biggest part was the long distance. But it is so funny. Look to the video and you can see I close the eyes, I start looking in the heaven.
That also a superstar
in this moment I have the feeling, okay, that was the signs, it will work.
That's lovely.
And it works.
That's lovely. We are soon getting finished with the interview. Just 2 things more. Do you have something to say to all us ordinary people who go home and train our dogs every day? Maybe I train a lot alone, and give us some words on the road.
It's a lot of fun to train your dog, and it is
the most important.
The most important is always fun. When I lose the fun, I will not make the sport. And it is very interesting to train new things, and when you have results it gives you a good feeling. And in the sport I love to go to the competition and have good places, and I love to win, but this is not the most. The most is to have a good feeling with the dog and bring your dog in his passion for what he for what? This is again.
No, I know what you.
We must do it
Say something in German.
In German.
Yeah,
Also für mich ist natürlich der Spaß das Allerwichtigste. Wenn mir
Ja.
das keinen Spaß machen würde,
You
würde
have
ich keine
fun.
Seminare geben
Right.
und ich würde auch nicht mit meinen Hunden arbeiten. Das ist zum Beispiel ein Grund, warum ich immer noch meinen normalen Job habe und arbeiten gehe.
Exactly.
Es gibt mir die Freiheit, dass ich mit dem Hundesport aufhören könnte.
Yeah.
Es ist nicht etwas, was ich tun muss,
You
um Geld
you
zu
don't
verdienen.
have to do it. You do it only for pleasure.
Es ist wunderbar,
Ja.
dass ich es machen kann und
Ja,
ich genieße es, aber ich
das
könnte
glaube ich.
aufhören. Deswegen bleibt es für mich, egal wie es über die Jahre gekommen ist,
Ja.
bleibt es immer ein Hobby.
Das ist super.
Und ich gebe das natürlich gerne an die Leute weiter, an die Hundeführer weiter und freue mich, wenn da auch Dinge funktionieren und wenn
Ja.
sie von meinem Wissen profitieren können.
Ja.
Und in den Vereinen, du weißt, es ist überall viel Politik.
Ja.
Das ist etwas, was ich gar nicht mag und da brauchen wir auch gar nicht drüber reden, weil das
No,
ist das,
because
warum ich den
nobody-
Sport
nobody
nicht
wants
mache.
the problems and
Und
the politics.
das ist für mich zum Beispiel ein Moment, dass ich das jetzt sehr, sehr begrüße mit dem RSV. Helmut ist für mich ein großes Vorbild. Er war schon ein großer, großer Mann.
That you must say this. Try to say it in English because that's my last question. Could you say something nice about RSV2000?
But we finish this now?
That's the
For
list.
the what I will give to the people?
No, then the last
Ah,
question
okay,
was
okay,
this,
yet now I
that
understand.
you make
Ja, das heißt, die Politik interessiert mich nicht und ich möchte meinen Hund führen und ich möchte gut bewertet werden.
Yes.
Ich möchte mich immer verbessern und mir macht es auch Spaß zu gewinnen.
Yes.
Aber es ist gar nicht immer wichtig zu gewinnen und ich mache mir auch gar nicht den Druck, weil ja, wenn man immer gewinnen
Ja.
würde, würde der Sieg nicht,
Das ist so,
nicht
nein,
zählen.
genau, so
und,
ist es.
und so sagt man, wer die Niederlage nicht kennt, weiß den Sieg nicht zu schätzen.
Ja, stimmt.
Und so geht es mir auch. Und das ist eigentlich das, was mir über die Jahre immer den Spaß erhält.
Ja.
Die Ausbildung mit den Hunden, neue Hunde ausbilden, zu gucken, was geht nicht. Auch zu merken, oh, für diesen Hund musst du dir wieder was Neues einfallen
Ja,
lassen.
ja.
Und das ist wieder, was ich mit Axel gelernt habe. Ich war schon fast am Aufgeben wegen diesem Problem auf
Ja,
der langen Flucht.
ja.
Aber gebe nicht
Jetzt.
auf, trainiere weiter und du wirst
Ja,
irgendwann
super.
Erfolg haben. Das ist etwas, was mir sehr gefällt.
Okay, our finale grande now. I wanted to ask you if you have something nice to say about RSV2000, and then you talked about Helmut. And if you can do it in English, it's very nice.
No problem. Was heißt Vorbild?
Well, if you have a person who is a good role model,
Yeah.
role model, you say.
Role model?
Role model, yes.
Okay.
Mm.
So, when I start in the dog sport, I was very small boy. I have my boxer, I have no
Yeah,
idea.
Like everybody.
Then I hear from one guy who he write books. He's a nice guy in protection. He show the people how they train with the dogs. They open a lot of new ideas and ways in training, and he make a big step in the right direction in the old time and in the new time, and that was Helmut.
Yeah.
And now when I come here
Yes.
and Helmut asks me
And he
for a
sits in the
seminar,
audience.
it is for me amazing
That's lovely.
that somebody who was a
Role
big man in sport when
Yeah,
I start,
somebody
that
you
he sit
followed.
today in my seminar
And on your audience.
and Helmut finds so beautiful words in the
Yeah,
break
yes.
and he give me so.
He's very happy that you are here. I know that.
This is a moment
Oh.
it is a very important moment in my
Yes.
dog sport life
Lovely.
that a guy like him say so
Mm?
beautiful words to
Yes.
me and give me so nice feeling and understand what I teach to the people.
Yeah.
That was amazing. So it was a really big pleasure
Yes.
to stay here
Yeah.
and
We
to
are
give
really
the
happy.
seminar for the RSV and also for Helmut.
Yes, we are really happy to have you, Knut.
Thank you.
And we are continuing tomorrow in
Thank
very
you.
warm weather.
Yeah.
And I will say thank you very much for your time. And I myself is Johnsdotter. I'm from Sweden, and I am I'm working with the press and media and information and so on for RSV Global and also RSV2000. So thank you very much. Have a nice evening.
Welcome.
And see you tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Super.
No, I put
And you cut it a little bit, huh?